Look, the lawn is still not mowed. The guy didn't come yet. What's up, people? MrFallior here. So, I'm expecting this video to be a shorter video. I wanted to let you guys know, you know how I try to be as positive as I can with what I've got and stuff. But, you know, I also want to be as real and as open with you guys as I can. So, wanted to let you guys know that my depression did come back. Luckily, it's been gone a lot longer than it did before, so that's really good. But it did come back. It came back right after the hurricane thing happened. Now, I don't think it was actually related to that. However, I do think it probably didn't help, especially with the tornado warnings itself. That's the part that freaks me out the most, because, like, especially the first one, when the news said that like when they talk about, there's swirling in the clouds and stuff, and then they actually said a tornado actually was sighted, but it didn't touch down. They didn't say that at first. They said a tornado was sighted. It was a funnel that was coming down, and it was like right next to us, coming to us. But then the tornado went back up into the sky, and then that was it. Luckily. But of course they didn't say that at first. We had to worry for like 10 minutes or whatever before they said that it went back up, but then we still had the warnings and stuff, so that probably didn't help. But I don't think that that's the cause of why my depression came back. I think it's just, the normal thing, because that's what I'm used to, is being depressed. So getting out of it, I mean, it makes sense that sometimes, you're gonna get put back into it. Hopefully hopefully this depression doesn't last as long. But I just want to let you guys know, if I seem a little bit different, that's probably why, or if my videos are a little bit different or whatever. But I want to try to counteract that as much as I can, by trying to make myself do something for the video if I can. That way, hopefully you guys don't actually notice it in the videos, and hopefully it doesn't make my videos decline while I'm in this depressed state. I'm gonna try, but again, like when I said before, months ago, when I said that sleeping resets whatever mood I'm in, and if I'm in a depressed mood, every time I get out of it, when I go to sleep, I'm gonna be right back in it when I wake up, which really sucks. I hate that sleep just automatically resets whatever good mood you're in. As soon as I go to sleep, boom, it's gone. I really hate that my brain does that. I don't know why it does that, and I don't know how to fix that, but it does, and it really sucks. But again, I'm gonna try to work on that. I have a couple ideas in mind, to try to work on minimalizing my depressed state and future depressed states, and I will show you guys in videos to come how I'm going to attempt to do that, and I'm going to try to bring you guys along for it. Hopefully tomorrow's video will be the start of that. I don't know exactly, because you can't really make promises when you're in a depressed mood, because a lot of the times you can't keep them, unless you really push yourself. So like I said, I'm gonna try, but I have a couple ideas in mind, and once I can get these ideas into motion, it will really it's probably not going to be as good as it is in my head, but it'll at least be something. It'll really put the actual definition of vlog into my videos. So, like where you know what I mean, hopefully. If not, you'll be surprised. And hopefully a good surprise. Hopefully everything will be hopefully my idea works out the way it is in my head, and it'll be cool to go along for the ride, if that makes sense. We'll see. We'll see. But my mom's hand is still broken. Of course, I mean, it's been broken for over longer than I'm alive. So probably 25 years it's been broken, because she never, well, for one, she wasn't, when it first happened, she wasn't allowed to go to the hospital. And then after that, she didn't want to have them re-break it and all that, so it was fear. And with her depression, she needs depression medicine. So it probably doesn't help that the people that, you know, like, I don't really have anybody else in my life except for somebody else that's depressed. So that definitely doesn't help. But of course she can't help that, just like I can't help that. But, you know, I don't know. But yeah, her hand is still like that. So it's actually been forcing me to do stuff that it's not laziness. It's definitely not laziness, because I want to do it. It's just I don't feel like it. But it's not like that I don't feel like it, like the lazy person that's, like, you know, on the, you know, what you think about in your head when you think about lazy, like somebody that just stays on the couch all day watching TV or whatever, or staying in bed and having them waited on and whatever. It's not like that. It's the other one, the one that involves depression and stuff, where, like, you really want to help somebody, but you just do not have the energy or the feel or whatever to do it. So, like, with her hand being that way, it's forced me to, like, do the dishes a lot more often, because now I have to do it every time, which I'm actually really happy about that, because it's forcing me to actually do stuff that I should have done and learned as a teenager, which I did learn. I just was not, I don't know, I just, ever since it happened in school, where I just lost all focus, and all need and want and the drive to actually go, and then I quit school. That's when everything went downhill, and I started doing less and less and less until nothing, pretty much. And that's what I want to try to finally fix with the video idea that I have. That will take up several months worth of videos, actually. But it's a good thing. It'll still be vlogs and everything, but it's just slightly different, if that makes sense. You'll understand when I start doing it. But hopefully I do, and I actually stick to it. Because I was thinking about, like, another weight loss thing, but so far I've said that 3 times and it never came, because I just lose it so quick because of my depression that, you know, it just makes me look like a quitter, even though it's not. It's just, you know, it's very hard to actually explain how you feel with depression, even to other depressed people, other people with depression, because depression is not the same for everybody. There's always something different with each depression. It's always different, because it mixes with the person's personality at the same time, as well as depending on the levels of depression, because sometimes there's light depression, sometimes there's regular depression, sometimes there's heavy depression, sometimes there's, like, the bipolar depression, and then, you know, there's so many different types that it's very hard to actually explain your specific type. So to other people, it just looks like laziness and uncaring and, you know, all that stuff, but it really isn't, because I am one of the most caring people that you would ever meet, and it just really sucks that I can't actually use that because of the depression. And I'm gonna try to fix it, I really am, and hopefully these videos and stuff and this idea that I can actually do it, and it will help me out. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow's video. Hopefully it will be the start. If not, it will be within a few days, hopefully. I'm like I said, I can't really promise, but I'm going to whatever the next thing is below a promise. Like, you know, like I don't want to be held to it, but I do. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.